The Void, Final Farewell 1. The forest is endless. As you walk, your feet crunch the twigs and leaves on the ground. You refresh the navigation screen for what feels like the 100th time, but all you get is the same slow-loading circular buffer. A massive tree blocks your path, and its familiar carved markings mock you. This is the third time we've seen that tree in 15 minutes. Even our navigator, who can go anywhere worry-free, isn't infallible. The screen quietly displays the commission's objective. Locate the source of an unknown signal that can be found in an abandoned sanatorium from this area. But so far, all you've encountered are trees, saplings, giants, and everything in between. Flocks of birds fly above you and quickly vanish from sight. Suddenly, the navigator buzzes. We have a signal! This way. As soon as the map refreshes, you quickly pinpoint the location. Years of hunter training kick in, and you quickly traverse the woods. It's not long before you find the outline of brick walls halfway up the hill. There it is. It's time to teleport. You tightly grasp Xavier's hand. There is a flash of light, and you find yourselves on solid ground again in the blink of an eye. A solitary fortress-like building looms, exuding an ancient, foreboding aura. Towering walls and barriers block your path. A decades-old building houses a powerful signal transmitter. Interesting. An old man with gray hair slowly emerges from behind a wire fence. Wiping his glasses, his gaze is fixated on the two of you. Xavier approaches him to ask questions, but the old man turns around, grabs an old hunting rifle, and loads it. Who goes there? He doesn't look too friendly. Adopt a careful approach. Friendly or not, we should still say hello. You exchange glances, raise your hands to show you're unarmed, and carefully walk towards him. Sorry to bother you. We were tracking a signal and ended up here. The building behind you looks very old. We were curious and wanted to check it out. The old man keeps his gun pointed at you. He eyes you two warily. This place has been abandoned for years. Leave. After several attempts at negotiating, the old man refuses to budge. Xavier glances at the building behind the wall. Then he pulls you aside and whispers into your ear. Let's not waste any more time with him. I have an idea. You stop trying to persuade the old man. Xavier pretends to lead you back into the forest. Then you two circle back. Looks like Navigator Xav, like Xavier, isn't infallible either. I've seen blueprints for this type of old building twice before. During turbulent times, places like hospitals and schools were built with hidden emergency passages. They're usually in inconspicuous places, so most people wouldn't find them. You carefully feel the old wall. Finally, Xavier steps on something that releases a dull metallic sound. Found it! He kicks aside the dense foliage to reveal a concrete panel underneath. When it's lifted, you uncover a narrow entrance and a stairway leading into darkness. Emergency passages that are this well hidden must have been built to escape from some kind of danger. Or to keep someone important from running away. Stay behind me. I'll lead the way. Make a choice. No, I'll lead the way. Okay, you can lead the way. I will lead the way. I want to protect my Xavier. I don't sense any dangerous energy fluctuations, so I'll go first. Watch our backs. If the guard spots us, teleport us out immediately. You slip into the passage and stick close to the walls. Xavier, didn't you say that you were willing to lead the way? Why are you still holding my hand? I'm afraid of the dark. Exasperated, you turn your head, only to see a cheerful, relaxed, and innocent expression on his face. I believe you. As you keep moving, dim red lights gradually illuminate the passage. You see minimalist evacuation signs and two light strips running parallel along bare walls. You carefully reach out to touch the wall. It's unusually smooth, which means it's not ordinary brick or concrete. It's made from a familiar composite material. This is the same stuff they used to make the association's headquarters. Really? Interesting. This is the same stuff they used to make the association's headquarters. What does that mean? Then it must be from over a decade ago. It seems the interior of this building is newer than the outside. The interior is newer? Interesting. That's kind of weird, to be honest. Let's see. Savage Invasion Normal or Dilemma. Let's do database running random calculations. Alert. Protofield disturbance detected. Prepare for combat. Oh, okay. Something strange happens among the wanderers. They howl at a corner while running away. Then the peaceful atmosphere vanishes as the ground beneath your feet shakes. You quickly turn around to see a mutated wanderer in the corner. The nearby wanderers immediately take an aggressive stance against their own kin. Interesting. Seeing this unfold, you decide to join the fight, walk away. Enter Star Challenge. Rewards are based on your final star rating. Okay. So even the Wanderers fought back against that mutated Wanderer. That's an interesting thing to observe.
This one might be a handful.
Be careful.
Don't get too close. Comet trail.
I'll use this.
Okay, so it's a timed star thing. Okay.
Keep up the momentum. End it. Be careful not to get hit.
Right.
Comet trail.
I'll use this move then.
I'm just gonna
You won't escape.
kick this thing's butt.
You're just a scratch.
Step back.
Xavier,
I'm here. Can you keep up?
I didn't even sweat.
Comet trail.
I'll use this move then.
Time left 60 seconds. I think I got this.
It's done.
Everything
Yeah.
went well.
I am playing on easy mode, though. Yay, victory! Mitigation strategy? Sure, if it's recommended, we'll pick that one. Code points reached. Nil operation. Every 10 seconds, Wantony slams an energy hammer forward, dealing 980% attack damage to enemies. Okay. We'll grab this. You successfully cleared the Wanderers in this area. Wantony has handed out your rewards. Okie dokie. Incidents. The database calculates randomly, encompassing both peril and potential. The only way to find out is to delve deeper. The infectious rhythm of electronic music compels you to move involuntarily. Raise your heads, I'm the dazzling disco ball. You look up. A spherical smart speaker covered in shimmering sequins appears. A cracked display screen extends from the speaker. You see these words in flashing, multicolored text. The shining disco ball is here to bring joy to patients and fill the room with music. Choose your tune or get groovy. Make a choice. Choose your background music. Randomly lose an item. Or let's dance. Obtain a negative item. We'll pick the first one. Let's rest for a bit and listen to some music. In that case, Xavier touches the screen. After making a few selections, an old song slowly plays. It sounds like it's from the ending of an old movie. I liked to listen to this song back then, especially this line. When places you can't return to become foreign shores. The disco ball swings violently and falls towards you. The melody abruptly ends as Xavier pulls you away. It grazes your shoulder and crashes to the ground. You gaze sadly at the disco ball lying on the ground, now silent and lifeless. It's a shame we didn't get to finish hearing the line you like. Xavier clears his throat and begins to sing. What? Xavier can sing? When places you can't return to become foreign shores, starlight finally finds its way to your door. When places you can't return to become foreign shores, starlight finally finds its way to your door. Interesting. You reach the end of the passage and push open a heavy iron door. Inside the room is a darkness so heavy it feels almost tangible. You can barely make out piles of miscellaneous items. Most are computers and oddly shaped chairs. Severed wires hang from devices that are clearly broken. The two of you slowly enter this space and bend down to examine the equipment. Electrodes, probes, chips, this is what you'd used to collect data. Everything's covered in dust. The inhabitants abandoned this place a long time ago. The equipment is outdated too. Maybe we're in an abandoned storage room. With darkness that's almost impenetrable, you try pulling back the curtains, but even the narrow but even the narrow windows near the ceiling are covered in layers of newspapers. They block out what little light can get in. Let some light in, tear off the newspaper. Don't touch anything yet. The warehouse is sealed unusually tight. There must be a reason for this. I'll always go with the top option until I come across the top option that I've already chosen. So let some light in. As you remove the newspapers, light immediately streams through the gaps and illuminates a large portion of the room. These articles are from 40 or 50 years ago. Introduction to steady-state visuals, evoked potential recognition algorithms, non-invasive technology breakthrough. Ignoring the technical terms, you notice something unusual. A storage shelf near the wall has marks despite being covered in thick layers of dust. There's also a magazine article, Failed Experiments, the Damage of Long-Term Hibernation on the Brain. Failed Experiments, the damage of long-term hibernation on the brain. Xavier, did you see this? I think they're harmless. No, I'm talking about the marks. Someone was just here. It's as if a person accidentally brushed against the shelf. Nearby sits an old film camera, but its film chamber is empty. This film must have been taken out recently. What are you looking at? There's something behind the shelf. He pulls out a black cloth. Hiding underneath it is a large metal plate. Wiping away the dust, you're greeted by the following words. Employee Recognition Board. The photos and names are all scratched out. The scribbles on this one are very dark. Someone really disliked this person. PhD Supervisor in Neuroscience, Director of Key Laboratories for Cognitive Science, Senior Biomedical Engineer, Pioneer in Artificial Intelligence. These people were accomplished. It seems the people in tech here were much more advanced than the building that's on. You thoroughly search the storage room. Just as you're about to leave, you hear a loud bang, followed by hurried footsteps. We won't let him get away. Dash forward and intercept them. Stun him. Use light to restrain the fleeing target. We won't let him get away. Dash forward and intercept him. One glance is enough for Xavier to understand. A flash of bright light later, you block the path of the fleeing figure. Gotcha. Perfect timing. A man panting and stumbling hides behind you. A piercing screech follows, and you see a wanderer running towards you. You swing your weapon in the nick of time. Thank you. The man tries to stand, but he slumps back against the wall and falls to the floor. I twisted my ankle. I guess I'll have to come back at another time. Let me introduce myself. I'm a freelance journalist specializing in breaking news. Currently, I'm working on a special investigation. I read about the strange stories about this place. My journalist instincts tell me that Ever is hiding some big secrets here. Really? Ever has big secrets? The journalist pauses, his eyes lighting up as he looks at you. For years, people have speculated that Ever owns a secret research facility. Do you want to learn more? We do, but we can find out for ourselves. You and Xavier point your weapons at him. With a resigned smile, he pulls out something from his pocket. It's the missing roll of film. There is more information about Ever in here. Interested? Let's make a deal. Help me get some documents from the office over there, and the film is yours. Why should we trust you? I could go to the office myself, but it's over but it's over for me if I meet a wanderer since my ankle is twisted. You wouldn't let me die, right? Also, I realize you two are hunters, but I didn't report you. At least you know I'm not an enemy. The journalist tosses the film to you. An old roll of film capturing light and shadow from the past. Use it to discover secrets in the darkroom. If you don't trust me, you can just take it and leave. Deal. Interesting. Incidents? You can see something in the shadows up ahead. Upon getting a closer look, you find an abandoned storage box, and after quickly scanning it with your watch, you believe it's safe. Make a choice. Oh, there's one choice. Open the storage box to obtain a common or rare code. We'll click this one. Maybe it has some useful stuff. You carefully open the box and find a few miscellaneous items inside. Alright. We'll go with incidents. As someone who accepts commissions from Abyssal Chaos, you inevitably receive a supply notification from the system. Opening the holographic screen, you see 3 tarot cards. Why do these 3 tarot cards have my face on them? I like these cards. I want all of them. System notice. Intermission in progress. The tarot cards generated are based on your partner's image. Choose the supplies according to your needs. Once the card is drawn, you will receive the corresponding goods. The Emperor. Seek guidance from the tarot cards for a chance to obtain a myth code. The Star. The Knight of Swords. Wow. Literally just described Xavier right here. The Emperor, the Star, and the Knight of Swords. Are those not his 3 myths? Well, we're going to go with the Emperor. System notice. Intermission in progress. Wait, I read that. On the card, Xavier is wearing a golden crown and a red velvet robe. Sitting on the throne, he looks imposing, as if he belongs there. It's completely out of character for him. Do I look like a tyrant? Of course not, but these regal garments suit you perfectly. You look like a true king. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Oh my gosh. When did this come out? It had to have come out before his 3rd myth. This literally called out his 3rd myth. You look like a true king. I don't think I can whisk you away in them. They look too heavy. I'd say I'm better off as an ordinary person. After you make your selection, the cards are turned face down. The system shuffles them, then it stops. System notice. Choose one to win a prize. They're just like Xavier, always so elusive. Pick the card on the left, pick the card in the middle, pick the card on the right. I'll go with left. The card turns over, but it's different from what you picked. This intermission sure is something. Look at her grumpy face. System notice. Click to claim 300 keys. Do you want to try again? Make a choice. Try again. Spend 300 chaos keys to obtain the desired reward. I'm done playing. Leave. Let's try again. System notice. Supplies have been sent. Please check your inventory. Okay. Multi-core capture. I still had to pay. The tarot cards weren't real after all. The real star has been in your hands all along. Aww. Crisis. The deduction gradually approaches the core of the case. Only through resolving the present crisis can a path forward be discovered. Alrighty. What's the crisis? Oh, I gotta kick somebody's butt. That definitely sounds like a crisis. I hope that the,
Be careful.
Oh, thank you. I hope that the music doesn't drown out when I'm babbling. Oh, it's a dragon. Okay.
It's time.
Here we go.
Kill it.
Bring it on. You won't escape.
Ugh.
Light, shine down upon me.
The combat in this game is so fun. so addicting. Ah!
Be careful not to get hit. Comet trail.
I'll use this move.
Did that work?
The enemies are
Ha!
one chance.
Take that, dragon.
Stop the momentum. End it.
Everything went well.
Booyah. Do. We'll pick that one. Code points reached. Oh, that's nice. Alright. We'll pick that one. What is this? Oh, I gotta pick. We'll go with Halo. Max level. Okay. Walking down the corridor, you soon find a crooked iron door that's stuck, but it's slightly opened. Above it is a sign dangling precariously. It reads, Employee Office. The office is dark and in disarray. Workstations, individual computers, and printers are on the floor, as if a single strike had hit them. A strange rainbow is being cast from the corner and reveals a slogan. It also illuminates a massive symbol on the wall, an Ouroboros knot, a serpent biting its own tail. An Ouroboros, a massive symbol on the wall. Our civilization will never end. Ignoring the clutter at your feet, you stare at the slogan on the wall. That's interesting. I'm going to screenshot that for later. When you trip over a fallen chair, you try to regain your balance only to stumble over tangled cables. You grab Xavier to steady yourself, but because your feet are caught in the mess, you both tumble into a sea of electrical wires. These cables, the more you try to untangle them, the worse it gets. You try to free your legs, but every movement tightens the mess. You and Xavier are pulled even closer together. Don't move. Let me handle this. Pressed up against you, Xavier sits up. He carefully untangles the cables. It's sort of tight here. Can you move a little closer? I can't. I mean, like this. Xavier supports your back and pulls you closer to him. Do we really need to be this close to untie a knot? We have to create some space from the cables, otherwise they'll just tighten up like an offset overhand bend. Finally, the cables around your legs are loosened. Just as you're about to stand up, a filing cabinet, no longer supported by the tangled mess, topples over. Jump to the side and dodge the filing cabinet, or study the filing cabinet and stabilize it to prevent noise. Dodge. The filing cabinet lands on the messy desk and destroys everything on it. Papers scatter. Xavier is already holding you and guides you away from the dust. A piece of paper flutters near your face. You grab it just in time. It's a research report with Ever's logo. Test subject showing abnormal brain activity. Brain waves cannot be decoded. More data is required. You pick up the other scattered documents. Most are research reports, and their dates are well before the Chrono Rift catastrophe. Interesting. Looks like Ever's secret experiments started even earlier than we thought. If the signal's source is connected to Ever's experiments, then we need to eliminate it to prevent future problems. After all that, the rainbow has shifted to a corner of the wall. You and Xavier look around and follow it to the windowsill. In the courtyard, the recreational facilities sway, and you see faint metaflux fluctuations in the protofield. The building is nestled among green hills and clear waters, which creates a picturesque scene. If this were just a regular sanatorium, it would actually be quite lovely. Yeah, most of the wanderers we've seen here are the harmless intelligentsia type. An iridescent light lands next to your hand. If the thoughts and consciousness of the former inhabitants are still here, then they must have been kind, and now they're at peace. Indeed. You turn your hand over, and Xavier adjusts the prism. The rainbow falls into your palm. It's a composite prism that explains the beautiful rainbow on the wall. A composite prism? Direct the prismatic light onto Xavier's face. Oh, this one's interesting. Starry sky lantern. While investigating the warehouse, Xavier's little light orb came to help. Make a choice in final farewell first. Oh, interesting. I locked myself out of that choice. Okay. You take the prism from Xavier's hand. A wisp of light floats from his fingertips, and a dreamlike brilliance blooms silently. For a moment, it's all you can see. Xavier, your face is rainbow-colored now. Yours is too. We have two rainbow faces here. Seeing your reflections in each other's eyes, you both laugh. Let's go. Xavier places the composite prism back on the windowsill, but it's at a slightly different angle. In the glow of the setting sun, the fading rainbow now illuminates only one word on the wall: civilization. The fading rainbow now illuminates only one word: civilization. Interesting. You leave the office and hand the documents you found to the journalist. Great, my investigation is complete now. Thanks. With his back facing you, he waves goodbye and limps away. If those files are released, won't he... Don't worry. As soon as he publishes his article, a certain florist will take care of those files. A certain florist, so Jeremiah. As soon as he publishes his articles, a florist will take care of those files. So, as soon as he publishes his article. So after the journalist publishes his article to the public, Jeremiah's going to come and steal the files? Incident? A human-sized cardboard box appears before you. The text on it, double-door refrigerator with cold pasteurization and cooling technology, is written in all caps. Just as you're about to investigate, the box suddenly moves. It stops right in front of you, and you hear a soft voice speak from within it. Finally, a living soul. Would you like to see me perform? I've been hiding here and practicing for a while. Make a choice. Hesitate, choose a beta version item. Negative effects will apply until testing ends. Or firmly decline. Hesitate. You look at the cardboard box and hesitate. Xavier peeks into the box through the gap. He seems sincere. The cardboard box moves up and down like it's nodding. Noting its persistence, you and Xavier exchange glances. You stay for the performance. After the gentle serenade ends, the cardboard box bows before departing. It leaves behind a small token of gratitude, even though it's rather old and barely functional now. Upgrade patch beta? Experts sure do like disguising themselves, right, Xavier? Not always. Some might have bad intentions. It's better to keep your distance unless I'm with you. Because you can fight? Because those with ill intentions can't bear to stand in the light for too long. Interesting. Alright, incident. Whoever is in need, please call Treatment Bot at your service. Despite the stuttering electronic voice, you know this long-neglected robot used to provide medicinal supplies. It's about 2 meters tall, and the flickering touchscreen on its chest reveals some sort of user interface. You lean in to get a closer look. It says, "Lightning Fast Dispensary. Patients may purchase items if necessary." After tapping the screen a few times, prices appear, but all the item names are scrambled text. You stroke your chin. What should you do? Make a choice. Buy the cheapest stuff. Spend 50 chaos keys, obtain basic goods. Buy mediocre stuff. Spend 100 chaos keys, obtain standard goods. Or restrain your curiosity. How much chaos keys do I have? 147. Let's buy the cheapest. Because it's up at the top. Understood. The robot begrudgingly hands out items. A flash across the touchscreen looks suspiciously like an eye roll. Or maybe you're imagining things. You sort through the items. Although they're common objects, they're actually worth more than what you paid for. Sweet. You and Xavier venture deeper into the building. After you open the journalist's notebook, a room marked in red catches your attention. Dark room, lots of old photos, strong signal interference. You and Xavier exchange glances and head straight for the dark room. Along the way, you pass the infirmary, recreation room, and activity room. Despite appearing well equipped, the activity room is eerie. It's filled with wanderers behaving strangely. For an ever research facility, they sure went all out with the recreational activities. Well, they wanted to make it convincing. You stop by a room's glass window and look. The equipment you see suggests it's an ICU ward. Every secret needs a facade, even Ever's. Turning a corner, Xavier opens a door. A dark red light pours in and illuminates a basin. Faded photographs are pasted on the walls, and metal clips clink on swaying strings. This is the dark room. You scan the photographs and notice everyone is wearing hospital gowns. Some are in wheelchairs and others have crutches. A few are bald. Strange. In these photos, the patients are smiling happily in the courtyard. You separate the pictures into two distinct piles. The same patients appear to be in a worse condition in these photographs. Ever usually does this. The foundation of their research is built on human experiments. To deceive patients and cover up their crimes, they claim to be a sanatorium. Clever. Looking at them now, who knows what they went through? Xavier lowers his head, his gaze downcast. His knuckles are pressed against a photo. These patients might have been unaware they were sacrifices for someone else's ambitions till death. Xavier takes several old rolls of film from the envelope, pre-wets them with water, and develops them before applying bleach. After a series of rinses, he mixes distilled water with the stabilizer, agitates the solution, soaks the film, and hangs it up to dry. It looks like you know what you're doing. Have you developed photos before? Occasionally at best. It was to capture certain moments. Slowly the past emerges. Rows of people in hospital gowns pose in front of what was once a new building. This person in the center of the front row, it's the old man who called himself a guard. He's just in different positions in all of these photographs. The last photo is from 2034. It looks like this place was abandoned after the Corona Rift catastrophe. If he was wearing a lab coat, then he was a researcher. He must have been involved in Ever's atrocities. Not necessarily. Look at these. Xavier develops more negatives. As time progresses in the photos, the patient's expression changes from solemn to cheerful, and while their surroundings change, the people seem rejuvenated. Their change began after the guard appeared in the photos. Maybe there's another reason why he's here. Indeed. Time is a double-edged sword. The scars on our hearts might fade, but everlasting shackles can also form. The wicked appreciate time for letting their sins fade, but for those with good intentions who made mistakes, time is a slow-acting poison. It constantly torments them with regret. We'll do incident. On a nearby windowsill sits a small wooden frame. As you two move closer, you realize it's a light box with paper cut art. It seems to have run out of power, though. It looks like a child's arts and craft project. I wonder how it looks when it's lit up. I think there's a broken part inside, that's why it can't get any power. I can use my evol to light it up, but it won't look pretty. Make a choice. Remove the blockage. Accept a negative item, obtain a myth code, or use your evol, obtain a common or rare code. Remove the blockage. We're gonna pick that one. Feedback loop. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely stuck. Oh, I got it. You reconnect the circuit and the box flickers to life. You see the shimmering outlines of a starry sky and lakes. You saved a child's dream. As a fellow star enthusiast, I'm also pleased with myself. The end. Incident? Xavier's gaze lands in a corner. It seems something has caught his interest. A remote? No, it's an MP3 player. It was a popular portable music device for a time, but they stopped making them a long time ago. He gently shakes out the wired earbuds and meticulously wipes away the dust. It probably has a lot of old songs. Too bad the battery is dead, though. Make a choice. Let's find a charger. Order drone delivery to trigger 4 to 6 random effects, or put it back. Since it's dead now, we should put it back where we found it. I'm gonna pick the top one like usual. Let's find a charger. Let's see if we can find a charger for this. We can even get a drone to deliver it. You turn on your phone and see one actually for sale nearby. After you charge the MP3 player, Xavier uses the device with ease. Let's listen together. You each take an earbud. Your heads are close together as you press play on the MP3 player. As the music reaches your ears, you're treated to various genres in just a few minutes. There are old folk songs, death metal, psychedelic electronic, and experimental music. Rogue program. Okie dokie. Oh, okay. Why is this music intense? It's probably the MP3 player. It felt lonely after being left behind, so it decided to get dramatic by putting on a show. Or maybe the artist needed some attention. Just as you're about to press the skip button so you can listen to something else, Xavier takes the MP3 player from you. After that musical roller coaster, I think my mental state needs more attention now. Oh, crisis time. Time to kick some butt. Oh! Oh, I always love the snowy landscape. It's so pretty.
Be careful.
Oh, fudge, except as the deer. Alright.
Here we go.
Hiya!
Use this. Xavier.
Haha! Take that.
It's time.
Here we go.
No, that was the wrong... Wow.
My turn. Light, shine down upon me.
Leave it to me. My sword will protect you.
Oh, thanks, Xavier. I screwed that up so bad. Wowsy.
Be careful not to get hit. Comet trail.
I'll use this.
It's not very often I do that.
Chance. Keep up the momentum.
It's okay. It looks like I'm good anyway.
We must always point in the same direction.
It's fine. Yeah, take that.
I wasn't worried.
We did it.
Aw, my cute Xavier. So precious. Okay. We'll pick this one. Oh, we'll pick Lake Trail. Alright. Oh, potential challenge, savage invasion, or dilemma. Is hindering clear the obstacle? Let's do potential challenge. Oh, another combat. I think this one is like a... Yeah, it's one of these. Who knew this abandoned sanatorium was filled with deadly traps? Dodge the saw blades and survive until the timer runs out. Team up with your companion to dodge the moving saw blades and stay alive. Don't forget to grab supply components when they appear. Greatly boost your chances of survival. Use your dodge ability at the right moment to avoid the saw blades. Energy beam grants a special skill that creates an energy beam between you and your companion. Use it to destroy any saw blades in your path. Saw blades moving in straight lines. Saw blades that move in straight lines and bounce off obstacles. Tracking saw blades. Track their target. Move in a straight line. When hitting obstacles, they bounce off and scatter small saw...
Pay attention to their attacks.
Alright. Oh, fudge.
Dodging these shouldn't be too difficult.
Oh, banana cream pie. Oh! Oh dear. Oh. Oh wait, what is this? Oh, these are blocks.
Let me see how shiny it really is.
Let's spread out. We can clear them in one go. Watch out for the changes in the terrain. Let's keep our distance and observe them.
Oh, fudge. Oh. Oh, no! I'm stuck!
Keep a close eye on their movements. They might shift it ever so slightly.
The terrain is changing.
Oh. Eat!
This is perfect for cleaning up the area.
Then let's prepare our counterattack.
Watch out for the changes in the terrain. Am I imagining
Well-
things, or are you enjoying yourself?
Is it obvious? This is much more fun than fighting wanderers.
That was pretty fun. It was a little intense there at the end. We're gonna grab that. It's fun to have things like that rather than just straight up fighting, like a little challenge. That was really fun. Savage invasion, normal. Alright, let's attack. What do we got going on here?
Let the
Oh,
battle begin.
Stay on your toes.
we got rocky stuff.
Here we go.
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
Xavier.
I'm here.
This one seems pretty easy, you
Go
know?
back to the pit you came from.
Keep up, watch out. It's getting back up.
Light, shine
Oh,
down upon me.
that was easy.
Here I come.
Can I get my health back?
Pay attention to its movement.
Yeah.
It's time.
Here we go.
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
Xavier.
I'm here. I found the momentum.
My turn.
I wasn't worried.
Whoop, that was easy.
We did it.
Nice. We'll grab this one. Code points reached. Alright. Following the coordinates, you keep going. After cutting down a locked iron door, you arrive in a corridor built with advanced materials. It's just like the emergency passage from earlier. The signal's source is up ahead. The metaflux fluctuations are getting stronger as well, not to mention the protofield's stability has decreased. Continuing down the dimly lit passage, a gray shielded door blocks your way. It's made from highly dense composite materials. The control panel is here. The circuits are there. You watch as Xavier places his hand on the door. A gentle light gathers and sweeps across its gray surface. If we avoid these two spots, we shouldn't encounter any issues with the circuits. Lady, should we... Appearing as if he just woke up, Xavier looks to you. However, his hand steadily remains on the door. You glance at the surrounding structures and the circuits converging on the ceiling. Make a choice. If we don't cause any circuit issues, Xavier looks very sure of himself. Find the mini navigator in the office? Okay. Well, because of my choice, I'm locked out of the second one, so the only one I can choose is Xavier looks very sure of himself. This place is very high-tech. If we don't cause any circuit issues, we won't. Xavier takes your hand, and a familiar glow illuminates everything around you. Then a streak of light appears on the shielded door. It grows brighter as it spreads along the neatly formed cracks. The light blade slashes the shielded door, and the severed steel slowly shifts before collapsing under its own weight. Open sesame. You were a little late on that. Say it before we resonate next time. Ahead of you is a long corridor, enveloped in a dance of light and shadow. The flickering lights of individual labs are like a flowing river. You head deeper inside, passing one semi-transparent door after another. The ceiling's circuitry unfolds like an intricate neural network that links each room. The wires converge at the end of the corridor. Similar to what we saw in the storage room earlier, the office's nameplate has been violently scratched out. Since only insiders can access this place, someone probably had a change of heart. Entering the office, Xavier quickly gets to work on a computer. You glance over and see lines of command prompts instead of an operating system. You and Jeremiah know a lot about computers. I'm starting to suspect you two might be secret agents in Lincoln City. Jeremiah is really interested in technology. I only learned the basics from him. Besides, this is nothing. There are still parts of me you can discover. Xavier hits the enter key. The screen flickers before it starts playing a video in high resolution. These are from the most recent commands. After a few minutes, the footage keeps changing. You quickly realize what you're looking at. These are snippets of the patient's daily lives here. Some are using balsam nail dye, others are enjoying romances near the end of their lives in the courtyard. It's very mundane. What was the whole point of Ever's experiments? These two sang all night in the recreation room with a disco ball. They're very energetic. One of the patients in the video footage suddenly raises her head, looks directly at the screen, and smiles. Thank you. We do have a lot of energy. Huh? Huh? Are you here to take us away? An uncomfortable silence settles in the air. She's talking to us, right? Yes? You both turn and see disbelief in the other person's eyes. These commands aren't processing records of the patient's daily lives, Ever's experiments, or drug research. Xavier's gaze is crystal clear. He already knows the answer, but the turbulent undercurrents in the surrounding protofield warn you of hidden dangers. Make a choice. Whatever this experiment is, it's dangerous. Erasing all data is the only way to eliminate the danger. The data were real people. What would happen if we let this data continue? Wait, so are they ghosts or something? They're literally ghosts in the machine. And they acknowledged us. So they're trapped as code? Is it possible that they found a way to store these patients' consciousness, which would allow them to process this consciousness data? If that's the signal's source, if there are any negative thoughts, the metaflux they detract could create extremely dangerous wanderers. Ah, interesting. We have to delete the data. Xavier looks at you silently. I know they were once living, breathing people, but that's in the past. Now they're just data. Xavier nods, and the worry disappears from his face. His gentle gaze shows understanding and steadfast encouragement. Think of it like a plastic model of grilled meat. Even though it looks real, you can't eat it. He gently loosens your tightly clenched hands. We'll do this together. Huh. Something strange happens among the wanderers. They howl at a corner while running away. Then the peaceful atmosphere vanishes as the ground beneath your feet shakes. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Walk away. Time is of the essence. You turn around and leave. In the chaos, you glance back and spot some familiar figures, but they're not running after you this time. Interesting. Incident. Something that looks like a stone near the waste container catch your eye. It's a tiny crystal fragment from a wanderer. There is no residual metaflux, though. It's just like an actual rock. No need for any special treatment. You look at the 3 differently colored trash bins beside you, feeling a bit unsure. It's hazardous waste. I don't see a bin for it. You look at the large slogan on the waste container that says, "Only you can protect the environment," and decide to go with recycling bin, general waste bin, organic waste bin. We're going to go with recycling bin up at the top. You toss the fragment into the green recycling bin. The automatic deodorizer activates and fills the air with the scent of fresh grass. We're gonna grab this one. Oh, I get all three. Code upgrade. We'll grab this one. And this one. Excellent. Leave. What endures? The truth has surfaced, bringing forth the ultimate challenge. Give it your all and ensure your efforts do not go in vain. What endures? Past the one-way glass of the administrator's office, you see a large chamber. In its center stands a transparent pod twice your height, and its walls are embedded with silver sensors. There's a chair covered in sensing devices that are perfect fit for a test subject's head and spine. The walls around the transparent pod are lined with countless hard drives. Their indicator lights are blinking frantically. The data in these hard drives is always being processed. This is the source of that unknown signal. It also happens to be the same signal disrupting our navigation system and drawing in intelligentsia-type wanderers. Assuming this is the administrator's office, we should be able to turn off the machine. We'll need specific commands. I managed to find data from before this place was abandoned. The experiments conducted here were far more cruel than we imagined. Xavier shows you several images in quick succession. The sight of patients with their faces twisted in agony makes your stomach churn. At the same time, the surrounding metaflux fluctuations become extremely chaotic. A massive figure emerges from the vortex. Make your choice. Enter battle. Oh.
This place looks familiar.
Oh gosh, not this one. I hate this one.
Here we go. Bring it on. Light, shine down.
Come over here and stand next to me.
Oops.
Don't worry. You'll get another shot. It's time.
Here we go. Xavier,
I'm not very good at this one.
Can you keep up?
I didn't even sweat. Eat this.
Be careful not to get... Step back, now. Come over here and stand next to me.
There we go.
Now's our chance.
Bring it on. Swords of the Stars.
We must always point in the same direction.
Yeah.
Take that.
Steady now. We can do this.
Are you okay?
Oh,
Comet trail.
I'll use this move then.
almost done. Yeah, we got this. As long as this data exists, the metaflux will keep coming back. The commission objective has been updated. New objective, destroy the signal's source. You look through the one-way glass at the large wall on the other side. The hard drives blink like countless eyes in the shadows, crying out for help. Make a choice. They were alive as real humans. Buy time to complete the mission. If you find the administrator. Yeah, I don't have that option. Delete the data. Erase all data to eliminate any possibility of danger. Well, I will pick the top one. They were alive as real humans. Once upon a time, they were alive. If we destroy everything, we need certain permissions to access this data. We could have Jeremiah hack the system, but it'll take some time. Let's try it. Xavier nods after a moment of silence. Okay, I'll bring him here tonight. Let's leave for now. Shortly after you leave the building, the internal protofield fluctuations surge, and when you return to the underground laboratory, the metaflux has already dissipated. Your surroundings are in complete disarray. 3 days later. Lincoln News. Recently, a metaflux incident occurred at an abandoned sanatorium in the suburbs. The team, sent by the Emergency Operations Center, arrived at the scene. They conducted a thorough removal of the residual metaflux in the area. A man, approximately 70 years old, was discovered in the underground ruins. He presumably died from a wanderer attack. No other casualties were reported. End. Interesting. So Xavier went back that night with Jeremiah and turned off the machines, which would have stopped the continuation of those people existing as just a consciousness inside of a hard drive. Blah. So Ever's been conducting experiments since before the Chrono Rift catastrophe on putting consciousness inside of computers. And the logo on the wall of the Ouroboros. The snake eating its own tail. Isn't that also the sign of, like, the end of the world? Doesn't the Ouroboros eventually destroy the world? Isn't that, like, if it wakes? That's very interesting. Are we the Ouroboros? If we wake, we destroy the world? Oh, I got a title. Serene. Oh, I also got another one of those. We're gonna go right down the center. There we go. And activate. Activate. Oh, don't have enough for that one. But we will grab this. And records. Codes. We're gonna go to Xavier. Oh. What are our choices? Oh, lead to devour. Interesting. Oh, and there's still way more. Huh. Okay, so at what endures if we choose the other option? Oh, there's another option down the center as well. Interesting. Interesting choice map. I'm still kind of trying to figure out how to navigate the choice map, but it's starting to become a little clearer. Go to Xavier. 6. Okay. Codes. Summon. Negative, charged, active. Okay. Exclusive. Code sets. What do we got going on here? Oh, here we go. Do we have one more? Oh, we do. Anything else? Nope. Okay, go back for that. Items. Oh, this is bothering me. We'll get rid of this. There we go. And that's it. Oops. Let's get rid of my stamina. I forgot I had max stamina. There we go. Own 3 or more negative items. Okay. And then... Okay. Nope. I'll keep my old title. Gather that. Gather that. Okay.